York, New Jersey.
Oh my.
Right. So in the New Jersey field office, I was the youngest person, but also one of the most highly educated. Right. And so the average age of the agency at that time was 50 something.
Oh, wow.
The whole agency. So anyway, I give you that backdrop and also to illustrate a picture for our listeners, as a recruiter, right? Let's say that's the profile that comes to you. It's a long-standing company. Let's say they have a great reputation, but they know that in order to be competitive in the next phase, they're going to have to bring in, quote, new blood. So now you have, let's say, a millennial, for example, walking into, because that's how I was, walking into, this museum or this archive, right? Because that's pretty much what it was like, this old artifact place, right?
Oh my.
So you have them walking into that because it is a real culture shock.
It is.
Right? So my question to you, right? Because this is your thing. So my question to you, how do you prepare your millennials for being, let's say they're selected, of course. How do you prepare them for the first day or week of work?
Well, they do need to understand. I actually have a whole post that's out right now in HBCU career that talks about like ways to prepare for your first 5 days of work, like the things that you should do, to just level set that level of comfort. But a millennial, like one of their top priorities when it comes to picking an organization is the organization's culture. And they have to be able to see that there are growth opportunities, that there are opportunities for socialization. And I'm not talking about, jerking around. I'm talking about getting to know not only the company, getting to know the people in the company and becoming themselves, because that first day that you walked into, your agency as the youngest person, a year after that and 2 years after that, you grew, you were an entirely different person. And you probably had a very large impact on the people that were already there. The folks that were, maybe, those 50 plus folks, their mindset is not on growth. Their mindset is not on, doing the next 20 years at this organization or even the next 5 or the next 2. Maybe they're looking towards retirement. And a millennial is coming in with, I want a sense of purpose. I want to build not only myself and my brand, but, I want to make an impact in this organization. And the best piece of advice that I can give anyone in that situation would be ask for forgiveness and not permission when it comes to you living out your purpose, when it comes to you growing and becoming the professional person that you want to be. And people are open to that. There are many things you can do when you're trying to build a relationship, and that is one of the keys. If you're an only, whether it be because of your age, whether it be because of your your language, your country of origin, your background, you might be the only person who didn't go to college, or you might be the only person with a certain certification, or whatever the case may be. You're there trying to build trust. You're there trying to connect. You're there trying to build a relationship so that you can make the time that you have at work not be so toxic and so horrible for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that, because one of the things that was very useful for me, like you're saying, in my situation was that, I had somebody come to me and say, okay, we're going to go do an extended lunch and I'm going to tell you what you need to do to make it here. Everyone doesn't have that. And I was very, very fortunate because I was able to take that teaching moment and really understand not just that particular culture, but also just throughout, while I was in corporate America. So millennials, You don't know everything, because I thought I did at the time. But anyway, yes, great advice, Keirsten. Before we go, are there some, I mean, because you've shared so many great nuggets. This has been fabulous. But is there like one thing that you'd like to, like a parting word or thought that you'd like to share with our audience today?
I guess you need to know what it is that you want from an organization before you make a decision as to whether or not that is the place that you're going to go and use your gifts and talents.
Awesome.
What do
Great
you want
advice.
to get
Oh,
from
I'm
them?
sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, what do you want to get from them? It's no longer a what can you do for me market when it comes to the employer. Like, the employer is not in the driver's seat to say, what are you going to do for me? It's now, the employee has the power to say, what do I want from you?
Absolutely. It is definitely a two-way street, and great information, guys. Don't forget, check out Keirsten's website. It's www.traprecruiter.com. That's www.traprecruiter.com. Go to our Facebook page, Power of Attorney on Facebook. Make sure that you like the podcast page, because we do share some great information there outside of the podcast episode. And let us know what you think about us. Give us a review, give us a rating. So, Keirsten, thank you so much for being a part of Power of Attorney.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So until next time, guys, have a great day.